If you own a leasehold house or a flat, the law around your property is about to change, and quite radically. Dom is here with more news on that.
Yes, Nick, the leasehold and freehold system goes back to medieval times, but the government is proposing a big shake-up, with the leaseholders likely to be given the right to make their leases 990 years long. Cath Williams is the co-founder of the National Leasehold Campaign, which has pushed for change on this issue. Cath, good morning. Can you just explain fairly briefly, what are the current restrictions on a leasehold that so many leaseholders find so onerous?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having us on this morning. Leasehold tenure has been exploited by the developers in recent years, and what they have done is added in additional terms into the lease that creates additional income, asking for fees to extend a house that doesn't need normal planning permission, putting up a conservatory, having onerous ground rents that can double every 10 or 20 years or so. So what they've done, they've created a financial asset that they can then sell on to a third-party investor. And there is no need to do this, certainly with houses where this started. There's absolutely no need to do this. It was just a very clever financial plan to create more income for the developers.
Those are the things that have come to light in recent years, where house builders have been accused of taking advantage of leaseholders. Under these proposed reforms, what would happen to all the existing deals? Is this only going to be for the future, or will it affect every deal that's out there?
Yeah, this is a question that we ask quite a lot on the National Leasehold Campaign group on Facebook. We have recognised that the government has to take steps to change leasehold tenure for future properties first. We know that this is only the first step. So you are right, it will only benefit new build moving forward. However, there are things within this announcement which are really, really encouraging, because what they've also done is put in place a mechanism to make the purchase of freehold or extension of leases much simpler and much cheaper using an online system. Whereas at the moment it's a bit of a debate that can carry on for years. So, for example, mine took 15 months to actually enfranchise my house because of all the to and froing trying to agree on the cost of the freehold.
So making it a lot easier for someone who is a leaseholder to buy the ground lease on which their property sits.
That's right, yeah. Or if you're in a flat, to extend to the 990 years and get rid of ground rent completely. And the same for houses as well. The other thing that they've introduced, which will help current leaseholders in flats, is this idea of promoting common hold, which was the second aim of the National Leasehold Campaign, which is really, really promising and encouraging.
Thank you very much. We're a little bit short on time. Cath Williams there from the National Leasehold Campaign.